sandwich. That was good. Now I gotta get a transmission back in the car. So yeah. Alright, so I've just got the dipstick removed from the old transmission and I'm ready to put it in the new one. But these little O-rings on the end of the dipsticks, this entire thing just shriveled up at about, like, I don't know, maybe 18 years of age. The automatic on my Saab, it was a 4-speed auto just like this, but it was from 05, and it caused a little bit of a leak during the winter. Only in the winter did it shrink enough to actually cause a problem. I have seen it repaired many times. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of RTV on here for some little extra insurance. Let's go ahead and pop it in. This is gonna go straight in the trash. I need to wash my hands very, very soon. Very quickly though, I'm gonna attempt to bend some of these back down. Let's see how this goes. All right. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I'll take it. No oil, no filter. Got it. Filters are internal on these, so I doubt they dropped the pan to take it out. That is definitely still completely sealed. So I'm gonna say we don't need to worry about the filter, but we will in fact fill it with oil. These automatics almost weigh double what the manual transmissions weigh. The 5-speed that I put in there was just, I could lift it, I could bench press that thing all day, and this thing will blow my back out every time. So after fighting this thing for a long time, I finally got it set up where the back tail shaft is on a jack stand and the front end is balanced on this long icebreaker pole that's running to the other side just on the ground. It's quite long, so it's got it quite a ways off the ground, and I think I should be able to fit the jack with the piece of wood on top of it underneath the oil pan on the bottom here. So once that's there, I can jack it up into place, reinstall both of the front axles, and put the shift linkage and exhaust mount back on. Right now, I have the transmission halfway into place, and I'm going to attempt to put the axles back into the front differential. All right, as you can see, I have the transmission pushed off to the left side right now. All right, this is pretty tricky, guys. This transmission's pretty heavy, and this jack kind of sucks, and also we're on an uneven ground, which is probably the worst part, actually. I'm gonna try jacking it up more. think it's gotta go forward again. Alright everybody, I pulled out the old cross member from my Impreza when it was automatic. It's a nice stiff mount, way better than the piece of junk, but comparing the two cross member pieces, the Legacies is exactly the same. A 2005 Subaru Impreza automatic shares the same cross member for the rear mount, which I kind of thought was interesting. The Impreza and Forester share a lot of parts in the early 2000s, so I'm sure that this piece is exactly the same all across the board, and that's probably part of the reason why Subaru has all-wheel drive standard, because it's the same exact system in every single car. I spent the next 2 to 3 hours trying to get the transmission bell housing aligned with the engine. This part of the process was made unusually difficult by the fact that chickens kept digging new holes underneath the car every time I'd leave for a while. So as soon as I got it close enough, I started putting the top end back together. lifted the tail up and shoved it up against the differential, put the bolts through, and according to the sticker on this pipe, it says it's 24 inches, and that's including the whole flare extension. So it actually gives us perfect 21-inch extension. So this thing is actually perfect. We don't have to cut it at all, and I thought we were gonna have to. So this got a lot easier. I think the first thing we're gonna do is attach the coupler on this end so that we can tighten it all down before we slide the rest of the exhaust under there. What do you think about that? I'm also realizing we should have gotten a third clamp. To be fair. It wasn't first. Pick it up or just push it. That's one in. So I'm trying to decide if I should just drop the manifold and hammer it in, or continue doing it the hard way. Because the hard way could end up being faster. But right now I'm doing nothing. Okay. I'm gonna try the hard way for a little bit longer. Wow! It worked, you guys. Well, that was stupid. Oh man. Well, that's it, you guys. Everything is put back together. Now I just have a big mess to clean up. The job is done. And we are about to go for the first drive in a long time. So far, so good. Reverse is working. The issue with this car was you'd put it in any gear and hit the gas and it wouldn't move at all. There was a while where it just took a couple seconds before the gear would actually engage, but eventually it just ended up completely stalling. The new transmission feels amazing. It really does. It's got 97,000 miles on it. It's shifting amazing. There's no delay in the transition between gears. Awesome so far. It's freaking working, which is incredible.
Can't even do a reaction video, I'll cry.
Stephanie is in tears about her car working again. And
It's too
you heard it here first, folks. Love is a Subaru.